Good morning, lights. I think it's clear to all of us that right now, at this moment, we have to make a choice. You can see it like two paths. One going in one direction, the other in another. And you have to make a decision. Which path are you going to take? This is a personal decision. All of us have to make individually. Unfortunately, I cannot make that decision for you. But just as the sun decides to greet us every morning, so must you decide which path to take. For ages, we have tracked the sun's movement. We have seen it flourish and marveled at its beauty. But we never imagined that it would one day wield such incredible might. There's a lot more to the sun than meets the eye when we stare up at the sky. You could say the same thing about you. Very simply, without it, it's hard to imagine what Earth would look like. Our planet gets most of its energy from the sun. Maintaining this and reaping its advantages over time will depend critically on our ability to maximize energy efficiency. There is mounting evidence that we are in the midst of an era of profound shifts. Many people believe these recent occurrences mark the beginning of a new era for the Earth. You may be aware of the frequent meteor showers and solar flares that have occurred over the last several years. But have you ever considered why this is the case? How should we as humans interpret this momentous occurrence? Is it true that we won't be harmed by these occurrences? Or do they pose a threat to us? How will the solar flares appear? What can we expect from this window of time? Can you tell us what we ought to be doing at this very minute? Throughout all of human history, the great solar flash will be the most significant occurrence. During the last several years, our knowledge of the changes occurring on Earth and the ways in which we might harness these forces has expanded dramatically. Many dimensions and endless worlds are being discovered by modern research, and quantum physics provides more evidence for this possibility. The big solar flash will be the most powerful and widely seen energy and light show in human history. This happening will go down in history as a watershed moment for all of mankind. When we unite to restore health to our planet, our bodies and our minds, let us use this occasion to rejoice and express our love for one another. When a highly charged solar burst enters human orbit, a rare astronomical phenomenon known as the Great Solar Flash takes place. This happening typically once in every 26,000 years. Yet there are a variety of other astronomical occurrences that may happen on Earth at any moment. Geminid meteor shower and solar flares are examples. Coronal mass ejections are visible clouds of plasma expelled from the surface of the sun, and they are the source of the solar flares that we see in the sky. Because of their strength They may even force satellites to collide with one another and another planet. When energy is discharged into Earth's magnetic field from outside sources, such as sunspots or massive eruptions on other planets in our solar system, this is called a geomagnetic storm. Power failures and problem with communications and computers are possible results of such occurrences. Solar proton events are the most powerful geomagnetic storms. Brownouts and blackouts are only the beginning of the havoc that these storms may wreak. A solar flare known as the Great Solar Flash has been documented. Nonetheless, this is hardly a catastrophic disaster. This is a chance for us to come together and rejoice in the gift of life. There is a chance to honor the wonderful diversity that makes us human. It is a wonderful moment to let go of whatever worry or stress you have been experiencing, and instead let in an abundance of love and light. Mother Nature, the sun, and the rest of the cosmos will shower you with so much affection that it will be difficult, if not impossible, to let any bad vibrations in. As a present to mankind, it will begin at various times before, during, and after the event. We'll put aside our differences and work together to create a world that's as lovely as it is sustainable. The Earth will recover throughout our lifetimes. I can promise you this. You may decide to reject worry and embrace love instead. The enormous solar flare is here to reassure us that we are loved, supported, protected, and directed by unseen powers. It's a call to embrace our actual strength and let go of the things that are holding us back. Thus, before the solar flash happens, let's work together to fix our broken planet, nation, state, and hometown. If we all work together, we can achieve anything. Every one of us helps shape our lives and the world around us. So reclaim your authority. I want those of you listening to take away some useful knowledge. And I also want you to keep in mind the things that are the most important. So let us put aside all our differences and work together to create a world that is lovely and beautiful and glorious together. The earth will recover, and we will all be alive to see it happen. As always, we love you deeply and wish for you to have the most abundant and joyous life possible. Have a wonderful day.